Hey, what's up everybody? This is Chicken Possible with Rewards Hunter, back with part 7 of our Umurangi Generation series, where we work through grabbing all of the achievements in this game and a bunch of Microsoft Rewards points along the way. If you haven't watched parts 1 through 6, those will be linked in the description so you can get caught up and grab all of the achievements that we've previously grabbed in this game. But let's go ahead and take a look in the Microsoft Rewards app and see what they've got available for us today. So if you're in the US or the UK, you should be seeing the October monthly bonus round. And if you're not in the US or the UK, you could go ahead and use the achievements that we're going to earn today for the Achieve More, Earn More punch card and just kind of spread them out over 3 separate days. But let's go ahead and take a look at the October monthly bonus round. This is worth 2,000 rewards points, and we've got 14 days left to finish this. It's only good through October 15th. I've had some questions about these bonus round punch cards recently. They're not good for the entire month. It's just the first half of the month, so just something to be aware of. Task number 1 is to run your Bing searches on 5 separate days, and you can do that on any device, so you'll have to do that to finish this one up. Task number 2 will be to run 3 of the daily sets on 3 separate days. And if you've never seen those before, you just go ahead and click on this link. It'll open up the Bing app, and then you can see the daily set right here. You just need to finish all 3 of those tasks. Task number 3 will be to earn 3 achievements, and it says to do that in an Xbox One or Xbox Series X or S game. You can even do it in a 360 game if you want to, or even a mobile game that has achievements. But we're going to be grabbing our 3 inside of Umurangi Generation, like I mentioned. Task number 4 will be to complete the weekly set, and the weekly set is the punch card at the top left when you first start up the app. So we did a video for that just a few days ago where we worked through 3 achievements for the weekly reward set. But once you've got that finished, then you can go ahead and go back to the October monthly bonus round and click on that task to mark it as completed. And then the very last task will be to click to claim your prizes. So you have to do all of the other tasks before you'll be able to click on this one. And as usual, it usually just takes 2 or 3 days for the sweepstakes entries to appear in the redeem tab, and then those should show up and you can go ahead and redeem those. But let's go ahead and get started in Umurangi Generation. We're going to pick up where we left off last time, and we'll just do a quick check on the achievement tracker here. So you should actually be at 17 out of 23 achievements. Pay no attention to my 18 out of 23. You should have 6 achievements left to get in the game, and the very last one that we got in the previous part was the Fire Select achievement. And I'm actually going to show you how to get that mystery Pentagram achievement during the course of this video, so stay tuned for that. It'll be in just a couple of minutes. But the first thing we want to do is go to the select level, and we're actually going to go back to the contact level that we worked on previously. There's one more achievement that we can grab quickly in this one. So let's get contact started up. And we're going to have to do one quick change on the menu system before we take this picture and get this achievement. So once you get started out, just press the menu button, the start button, and we're going to go down to the photo mode checkbox at kind of the lower left corner and make sure that you have that checked. Then you just press B a couple of times, and we're going to move forward up the super slippery board right here. If you fall off a couple times, that's okay. All we want to do is get up on top of this building, and then we're going to hold down the left trigger to focus on these kind of blue bottle tentacle things that are in the background here. Take a picture, and then you're going to press right on the D-pad to increase the exposure. You'll see that at the very top left. And once you've got the exposure ramped all the way up and you can kind of see the outline of that creature, then choose Finish, and then you should get the achievement, which is called Unseen Horror, for taking a picture of the thing in the shadows. And then at this point, you can press the menu button again and uncheck that photo mode box. We're not going to need that anymore. And then choose Abandon Delivery. Since we've got all the other achievements on that level, we'll just move on to the next one. So that's our first of 3 achievements. And our next 2 are going to be on this last level, the Karang Ahake. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. I apologize if I'm saying it incorrectly. I think I will from now on refer to this as the train level. So we're going to be riding on a train on this, and we're going to be taking quite a few different pictures. We need to move kind of quickly at the beginning here so that we get all of this done in 10 minutes. Let's change to the fisheye lens. So hit your right bumper a couple of times till you see fisheye at the lower left corner. And then we're going to jump up here next to the penguin and our friend and kind of stand on this box right here. take a picture in this area of the kitchen, and you should get 2 bounties completed really quickly right there. And then we're gonna move to the back of the train, and we're gonna go right up to this railing at the very back. And I'm just gonna pause for a second here. So look at the first 2 photo bounties. We've gotta take a picture of 5 seagulls, and we've gotta take a picture of a flashing red light. So there are gonna be a bunch of these flashing red lights that are going past as we're riding on the train here along the tracks. So you wanna get a picture of one of those when it is flashing red, and you'll have quite a few opportunities for that. There's also gonna be an opportunity to take a picture of 5 seagulls on some sort of scaffolding that goes up and over the train tracks in just a moment. So we're going to watch for both of those things. The first thing we're going to focus on is the flashing red light. We're going to have a couple of chances here to get that quickly. So again, we're just going to be using the fisheye lens for this, and this will work fine for both of these photos. I'll also show you a secondary place to get the 5 seagulls if you do accidentally miss them as we're traveling along the train tracks here. All right, so there was one of the flashing red lights, and you can see that I missed it. So that's fine. Like I said, you've got quite a few chances. Just hold down your left trigger, get ready to take a picture, and then when one goes past, then just hit your right trigger to go ahead and capture that picture and get the photo bounty. So there you go. You can see that I got it right there on the second chance. So as you keep going along, there will be more of those flashing red lights, but there will also be this watery section that you go past, and you'll see a bunch of scaffolding come overhead in just a minute, and there are some tiny birds all over that scaffolding. So just take a picture of that scaffolding and the 5 seagulls with your fisheye lens, and you should get that second bounty complete. Actually, that's our 4th bounty if we take a look at the list here. So the next thing I want to show you is if you did miss the seagulls right there, there's one other spot that's even easier to take a picture of. It doesn't require the exact timing. It's actually on top of the train here. So if you turn around and just look up, that's the top of the train that you want to get to. You could hop onto these little things and this little air conditioner box and get up to the top of the train. There are 5 seagulls up on top of there. So that's a secondary way to get that one. So now move up close to the postcard spot there, get your wide angle lens out and take a picture of the light and 2 of the coffee cups in the room. And now we're actually going to get the postcard shot. So switch to your standard lens and stand in the postcard spot here, that little green circle area. And let's take a look at what the postcard needs to look like. You can see that kind of post-it board at the lower right corner and the American style fast food at the upper center of the picture. So we need to make our postcard photo look just like that, or as close as we can to that. So standard lens, stand in this spot right here, and then you'll want to press up on the D-pad to zoom in as much as possible. You can see that kind of slider at the bottom center moving forward. So zoom all the way in with the standard lens and get that postcard shot with the board at the lower right and the American style fast food at the upper center. So that's the postcard. And now we're going to get the group shot of our friends. So stand next to the lady with the pink hair right here and take a picture down this hallway. You should be able to get a picture of all of your friends. You can see the penguin down at the end there. So that's the group shot. And now we're going to switch to the telephoto lens. And we're going to get the picture of the 5 American flags. So point toward the kitchen and the lady with the orange hair there. Make sure it's in focus and then get the picture of the 5 American flags right there. And if you take a look at the ends of the tables here, you can see there's a number 2 and a number 3 on the very edges of the table there. So we want to move back to this corner by the helmet, and then we're going to take a picture of the edges of the table where those little place card numbers are. So there's the numbers 2 and 3. That's the next bounty to finish up there. So it'll say that all shots are complete, but we're not completely finished. We're going to move back here and get a missable achievement here by jumping onto this table next to the guy with the little beanie. And there is a sort of candle pentagram thing back here in the corner. It's a little bit hidden, but just do your best to take a shot of that, and then you should get the mystery pentagram achievement. That's the one that I mentioned earlier. So that's achievement number 2, and achievement number 3 is just going to be for finishing all of the different bounties that are on this level. So we're going to finish up all of those now. The only things we've got left to get are the 5 film canisters, and we need to earn $120, which is usually pretty easy. So the first film canister is right here on the edge of the train by the window there. The second one is kind of hidden or almost disguised as a coffee cup right here. So grab that one. That's number 2. Numbers 3 and 4 are in the kitchen where we took the picture of the American flag. So move into the kitchen past these people, and there's one right next to the cheeseburgers here. Turn around and there's one next to the coffee machine. And then number 5, I kind of headed in the wrong direction here, went a little bit too far, but if we back up to the table that has the lady with the pink hair, it's right there in the middle of all that mess on that table. So that is the last of the film canisters there. And then at this point, you can just take some group pictures back here because we're just trying to get to the $120. So just take some pictures that have a lot of people in them, and you should be very quickly to the $120. You might just want to take a look and make sure that you've got everything finished up. And if you do, then you can go ahead and deliver the parcel right there. And that will finish up the level and all of the bounties, and then you should get the ultra wide angle lens achievement for finishing up that level in less than 10 minutes. And like I said, the only thing I didn't show in that video was just if you had trouble finding the picture of the seagulls, again, you can just hop on top of the train and take a picture of those 5, and that one should be an easy one to get and finish up. So the next level is the metro. We're going to save that for next time because we've actually already got all 3 of our achievements that we need. So we can go ahead and switch over to the Microsoft Rewards app now and start turning things in. Let's go over to Achieve More, Earn More, and click on that to grab our first 50 points. And then we can head over to the October monthly bonus round, click on that one, and we have finished up task number 3. So we can scroll down to that one and click on it to mark that we finished our 3 achievements for the day. And then after you finish the Bing searches and the daily sets, then you should get those other 2 check marks, and then you'll be able to click to claim the prizes. Again, they usually just take a couple of days to appear on the Redeem tab, and then you can redeem those sweepstakes entries once you've got this finished up. So that's going to do it for part 7 of our Umurangi Generation series. We'll be back in about a week and a half with the final part, part 8, and then I am also working on figuring out our next game that we're going to be using for these weekly reward sets and the monthly bonus rounds. I'll let you know when it is time to download a new game for that. We'll have a bunch of guides coming out for the new monthly Game Pass quests, and I'm guessing, you know, just since Halloween's coming up, there could be some scary games, so if you want to go ahead and download, just sort of pre-download a bunch of games like Dead by Daylight and a bunch of those sorts of things from Game Pass, then those will already be installed on your hard drive and maybe ready for some scary October quests. So I look forward to seeing you all in those guides on Tuesday. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you found that video helpful, please be sure to click the subscribe button here on YouTube and hit that bell for notifications. You can also find some helpful links in the description of this video if you want to stay connected with us. Stay tuned for more Microsoft Rewards and achievement guides, and I'll see you in the next one.